Interestingly, there are many aspects when you communicate with somebody or when you are trying to build relationship or maybe rapport with somebody, known people or unknown people. Basically, there are certain subtle and unspoken aspects in the communication, your behavior, your responses, which actually can make or break relationships. And in this video, we are going to break it down and help you understand those subtle aspects which maybe you are doing unknowingly, and then you wonder, what did I do wrong in this? So let's get started. Now, there are phrases, statements, responses which actually turn people off, or I would say cut off people from you unknowingly. Even you don't realize what you have done wrong, but they understand that something is not right, or they feel like, I can't tell this to his or her face, so let me just stay away. So things like this, it doesn't matter with whom you are speaking. It may be you have been doing it, or you having people around you who has been doing this continuously, and then you realize, oh, is this what I was doing wrong? So let's take the first example, the unspoken or the subtle comparisons which are in the shadows. What do I mean by that? So let's say you are in the middle of a conversation, or maybe you are sharing something about a situation or anything like that, and there is one person who always shares things like, yeah, even I did this, or you know what, my family does this, or in my home this happens. Or let's say, for example, you are using some good, nice cutlery or gadgets at your home, or you are just using it in a manner and somebody asks you, nice crockery set, or nice cutlery, or nice gadgets that you are using, and you say, yeah, thank you. So where did you get it from? So you say this. Now somebody else jumps in and says, you know what, even I have this, my family used to use this, I did it, and I got this and this and this and that. Sometimes once or twice it sounds fine, it seems okay, but in every conversation when two people are having, when the third person jumps in and actually shares always things which makes it a comparison factor, that is something you are turning people off in a manner that you even don't realize. But the people who understand this, they know that you are constantly comparing stuffs. Like, I know so many people who have been doing this knowingly or unknowingly, specifically one or two people who does this all the time. Like, let's say when you talk to them about any books, about any courses, about any dress, about anything, right? So they always have something to compare, although the discussion is not happening in comparison to anything. Particularly, maybe you are sharing something that, did not go well, and then the person jumps in and starts comparing that, you know what, I did this happened, that happened, and it just feels like, dude, I don't even want any kind of comparison right now, so you don't have to share it. So comparing without even knowing what the context is and when it is not needed, you should not do it, because you are turning people off in a manner that you even don't realize. What did you do wrong? It's nothing right or wrong, it's just that it's not the right time or the right space for it. So the very simple thing is, what you can do, just be conscious when you are having a conversation with someone. That's why it's said, enhance your listening skills and enhance your responding skills, because until and unless you listen well and understand from where the other person is coming from, you will always feel like jumping and reacting in a compulsive manner, and when that happens, you automatically jump in a comparison state. So that's why it said comparison in the shadows. The next thing is, when you're sharing something about your past which cannot be changed, this person always jumps in and says, you know what, you should have done this or that. Everybody knows somebody should have done this or that, but no point in saying that right now because it's gone. Focus on what can be solved right now. So let's say if you're talking with one person or a group of people, and you are the person or somebody else is that person who is always pointing out, you know what, you should have done this that time, then we should not have facing this, or you should have done this, then you would not face this or that. So what you are doing is, you are constantly getting into a phase which is not required. That time is gone. So stop. It's like there is a pain and you're pressing on that pain again and again, and you feel that you are actually helping the other person. You feel like you're giving a shoulder to the other person, and you feel like you are being brutally honest to that person by being so, maybe saying these things out loud. But no, it's not helping, because at that point of time, nobody needs to know what could have been done. Everybody needs to know what can be done now. So stop complaining or stop blaming about the past which cannot be changed or which cannot be rectified. So past which cannot be changed, if you're consciously or unconsciously pinpointing pointing to it. When somebody is sharing something with you, delicate thing or some personal stuff or something, some mistakes that they have done, you have no right to always point it out that you should have done that, you should have done this, etc. So stop doing that knowingly or unknowingly. The next aspect is when you are speaking with somebody and you get into a situation where you actually have to make that person trust in you or make that person believe in you, stop using the words too often like, I swear, I promise, trust me on this, trust me on that, I swear this restaurant is amazing, I swear this person said this thing or that thing. When you say so many times, I swear, I promise, trust me, what is going out of the window is trust. Exactly the opposite is happening. You don't need to enhance certain things which is not needed. If you are genuinely honest or if you're saying the truth, then you don't have to stress on that. You know what? I'm saying the truth. Look at me. I'm saying the truth. So it's like that. So you don't need to enhance it. It's like fake swearing happening, fake promises being made. So which is not required. It's unnecessary attention seeking. And you are forcing people to look at you in a manner that, you know what? Trust me. I'm saying this. You should trust me because I am saying trust me. So it's not needed. So you can stop saying that and just say normal conversation. Have a normal conversation with normal statements and normal words. You don't have to use those words so often. The next aspect is also critical. Knowing when to stop and where to stop. What do I mean by this? So let me give an example. So let's say you called up a friend or you called up somebody and you asked whether he or she wants to go out to a certain place and want to visit any place or whatever it is, go out. And the person said, no, I'm not available. Sorry, I won't be able to come. If the person has said this, maybe respect that. You don't have to poke more or dig more. Oh, you're not available? What exactly are you doing? If the person says, I have some office work, that is a hint, my dear. Stop there. You don't have to go further. If the person is saying, I have some work, and the person is not being specific, that means he or she wants you to stop there. But you keep digging that, oh, what kind of work? Typically, you don't have work right now, right? What kind of work are you doing? It will just take 30 minutes. Let's go and come. So you are digging, you're forcing that person and making the person uncomfortable. So in a manner, your curiosity is making somebody uncomfortable into making a decision or reverse a decision which the person has already taken. So when a person has already taken a decision and that person is telling you that I'm not available, just stop, just respect that. Because next time, what is going to happen, if you drop a message or you call up that person, they will subconsciously have that fear or blockage. Oh my God, this person is going to dig deep or this person is going to ask or this and that. So they will have a filter in their mind already. So stop doing that. Know when to stop. You need to know till what level you can dig deep, okay? Even if it is your closest friend or somebody, you should know till where you need to stop. That shows the mutual respect you have towards that person, and that also shows that you can give them space and not dig into some aspect which they don't want. They might have given you the signals, the indications that I don't want to say anymore, so stop asking. So notice the subtle signals, notice the subtle indications that you might otherwise miss. And that's why, once again, these subtle things matter a lot, because it not just invokes trust, respect, it actually makes a very good relationship. So whenever these things come into picture in communication or building relationship, these are absolutely unspoken things which you will never learn maybe in school or colleges or anywhere. So always be aware, be conscious as to what you are saying, what you are doing, and how you are responding. And the next thing is another very important thing. This is also part of communication, so I have added this over here. Let's say you have decided something with few people or maybe two people, maybe a decision, going out somewhere or creating a business or making a project happen, whatever it is, maybe two or more than two people you guys have decided. Now, if you decide to break that off, or maybe you are not going to be a part of it, or you don't have time, so basically you cannot be part of it, the best thing that you can do, or the least you can do, is tell them or tell him or her face to face that I'm sorry, I can't be a part of this, whatever reason. So say it face to face. Let's say if you are not able to meet physically, no problem, give them a call and have the dignity to close that face to face or on call, because you are talking, right? Your voices are interacting. Never ever do it on text message. Never ever do it on email or written format or anything like that, because what happens is, whatever I write, I might have something in my head. I may perceive it in a different manner, different tonality, different context. You might perceive it in a different manner, different tonality, different meaning altogether. So the way I sent you the message might land up in a completely different manner. So when you are trying to end something, it could be relationship, it could be a project you're working together, it could be something work related, does not matter. Basically, you have taken a decision and you want to share that decision with the other person or people, it's best to do face to face. Now, if it's not possible to meet, please get on phone, get on video call, do whatever it is, do it. But avoid text, avoid writing it out. So these are certain subtle aspects which you definitely need to always keep in mind. This also helps you be more aware, focused, and conscious as to next time when you interact with any kind of people. I hope this helps, and implement these and let me know if you have any questions. If you have still not read my book, which is 7 Steps from Shame to Being Back in the Game, it's there on Amazon. Go ahead, grab your copy, gift it to somebody, because it's a highly implementation book. It's not a motivation book. And I will see you soon in the next video. Namaskar.